Hey everyone, it's Tyler and Michelle Strike from Universal Rackets, and today in this video we are going to teach you how to hit a forehand and a backhand roll. Regardless of what playing level you are, regardless of what age you are, this is going to be the video for you. We're going to be going over tips, tricks, and drills, so once you're done this video, you're going to know again how to hit a forehand and a backhand roll.
And one of the most essential parts of this is going to be the drills that we do at the end, because that's what's going to make you level up in your actual pickleball game, and it's more fun.
And the thing is, it's one thing to hit a volley. It's another thing to hit a roll. A volley just gets the ball back. A roll puts the volley away for your opponent. What that means is I can end points now instead of just blocking the ball back. I can also end points with margin because a roll is topspin. And what I mean by that is, let's get a pickleball and explain that to start. So hold the ball out real quick, Michelle, straight ahead, okay? So what a roll means is, instead of hitting the ball, you're gonna be this way, I'm gonna be this way. What a roll means is, instead of making contact with the ball this way, like a volley or like this, you're going to come on top of the ball. Notice my paddle's going to be down. This is going to be a forehand roll, and I'm going to come on top of the ball. I'm going to go low to high on top of the ball to make that ball hit down. When I go on top of the ball, that's going to force the ball to spin downward, okay? Same thing for the backhand roll. So when I hit the backhand roll, I'm tilting my paddle down and I'm going to come on top of the ball. Now, let's start out to when are you supposed to hit the shot. You're going to hit the shot when you have a high ball. You don't necessarily...
Higher than the net ball.
Higher than the net. You don't necessarily want to try to utilize a shot when you hit the ball super lower, but we're going to get into that further in the video as well, how to get lower and hit a more aggressive ball roll as well. You ready? Should we get started?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. So the first thing that we have to do, Michelle, is we have to teach you the swing path, okay? A normal volley, you're going to go from high to low when the ball's high. A roll, you're going to go from low to high. Now, the low to high is based upon where the height of the ball is. If the ball's lower, I have to swing more higher. If the ball's higher, I still want to swing a little bit higher, but I'm not going to brush up as much. The thing with the roll is, you want to start here, and all you're going to do is you're going to turn your paddle to the side. So again, you're going to start out in front. We're going to go over the forehand roll to start. You're going to start in front, and all you're going to do is you're going to turn your paddle to the side. Now, here is a big mistake that players go through at the start, and we're just going to nip it in the butt now. They take a super big backswing. I want you to pretend, Michelle, that a wall is behind you right now, okay? So a wall's behind you, and all you're going to do is you're going to take your paddle here. You can't go back here because you're going to hit a wall.
I have something to say about that as well. Being close to the net at the kitchen, you don't have as much time. I don't have time for all of this. You have to think of the shortest distance from here to here, and this is it. Just turn it out wide. We're not making a big C like in tennis. We're going here, shortest distance.
Now,
here, shortest distance.
When you take it back shortest distance, what you're going to do is you're going to turn the face of your paddle a little bit down. Now notice, we're not playing tennis, we're not playing racquetball, it's not down here. It is literally just, instead of here, it's going to be here. Here, here, okay? So again, let's start out in front, and all you're going to do is you're going to turn here. Now, the first drill that I want you to do before we go out and we actually hit rolls is, you're literally going to get a couple balls. I'm gonna give you a couple balls, and you're just going to start here. Start with the paddle here. You're going to toss the ball up, and you're going to go down. Again, you're going to go, babe, I'm never going to hit you in these videos. I assure you. The only time that I'll hit you is in drilling, when we're playing a competitive game. Then I'm going to take you out. Let's go. So here out in front, you're going to turn, you're going to toss it, and you're going to go here, okay? Notice again, here to here, here to here.
And a common question that we get is, what is my grip? What kind of grip do you want?
Yeah, so you want to keep the paddle tilted downwards. Now, I like to say a more Eastern grip. You don't want to be super Western. You don't want to be semi-Western. You want to just be here, again, and all you're going to do is turn a little bit into a slight Eastern grip. A little bit more. There we are. Good. There we are. So again, you're going to start there, toss the ball, turn. Good. But I want you to go through the motion. So that was a little bit more advanced. Here, then toss, then go, okay? So turn your paddle first and hit them knee so we don't have to get up balls. Turn, now hit them at me. Good, nice.
And I'm going here to across my opposite shoulder too, right? Opposite
Start out in
shoulder.
front.
Not across my body, right?
Yeah, because what do we have to do? Low to high on
Top
some
spin.
aspect. Here we are. Turn. Good. Here we are. And you're just getting the motion right now. That's perfectly fine. Good. Woo! One more. Good. Cool. So here is the big thing, okay? You never want to turn your wrist, and this is where many players go wrong. You don't do this, but many players do when they try to learn the roll. And what I mean by that, Michelle, I'm going to take your spot right now, okay? What I mean by that is when players hit, they're going to turn their wrist. They're going to go like this, or they're going to move their wrist. You never want to turn the key in the door. You never want to turn the key in the ignition. All you want to do is you want to, it's like a sideways
It's a wave. But it's also, it's you're moving your shoulder and your arm together to get the follow through. For me and my brain, it's hard to think of that wave. For me personally, maybe other people can relate to that. But for my forehand, it's almost like you're moving all together with your shoulder and your arm, and you're looking for that follow through. Because if you follow through, it's already a wave anyway.
Okay.
When I think of a wave, I think of moving my wrist.
For me personally, I will never tell a person to just use their shoulder and arm, because then
Like
they're
if I
going
know
to use this.
if my elbow goes here to finish, that's where I'm here.
Which may be for your finish,
For
I
my
think.
follow through.
Which I think is perfect. Good. And here's another thing, guys. Different tips work for different people. Different cues work for different people. So even though I might not do this necessarily, if it works for Michelle or if it works for you, another thing, that's perfectly fine, right? One size does not fit all in pickleball or anything that you're trying to learn in life, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. For me personally, it's all about the wrist. So if I say shoulder and elbow, that might be a good cue for follow through. But if I tell someone shoulder and elbow, they're going to be going this. No, I want it's with the wrist and then the follow through.
But don't
And
move your wrist.
the more advanced you get,
Didn't you say don't move your wrist?
you don't want to turn your wrist, and you do want to move your wrist. And if you would have let me get into it by instead of saying
All right, so then just start over.
shoulder and elbow, we're not going to start over. We're going to keep on rolling. This is good. Different tips work for different people. That's perfectly fine. I'm not the pickleball guru.
But you're making it hard to do.
I'm going to show you real quick, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so what I mean, just let me get through it, babe. Like, I can't, we got to crawl before we walk, right? So that's why we started out with that thing. And actually, the more advanced that you want to get, watch, I don't have to necessarily follow through all the way. I can, here. I don't need to be here. If I'm here, and then, then I get the next ball, so I'll put it away. Maybe you have to follow through, but I don't.
Because I come across my body.
Yeah, and that's why, because we're trying to teach you how to finish up. But for this beginner video on how to hit a roll for forehand or backhand, they're not even coming across their body. We're starting them from square one.
And honestly, it should be kind of, I guess, here.
Yeah, it should
Not
be.
here.
Yeah. So shoulder
Can
and
we just
elbow.
delete this and start
I'll
over?
personally
Can
never
we
teach
start
someone
this
shoulder
over?
and elbow, but that's okay. Let me know in the comments below right now how horrible I am and everything like that, and that I just put your ideas down.
It's not that you're putting my ideas down. It's like, this is me actually learning.
Yeah, that's perfect, because learning is...
I was just watching our last drills. I was going like this at the kitchen.
Yeah.
No, I was going like this.
And then
across my
why
body.
could you never get the next ball? Because your paddle wasn't in the proper position. So again, if you keep on watching this video, if you haven't left us yet, you're going to learn the proper way so we don't get like that, okay? So what I mean by never turn your wrist, instead of turning your wrist, you're going to do a sideways wave. And what I mean by sideways wave is you're going to put your hand out, you're going to wave, right? You're going to wave, but instead of waving, you're going to turn it to the side. Now, all you're going to do is you're going to turn it to the side, you're going to do your wave, you're going to turn it to the side, and now what did we say? We have to have our paddle tilted a little bit downward, and then you're going to do your wave, okay? Notice again, I do my wave, I turn my hand to the side, I tilt my hand down a little bit, and then I do a wave. This is the motion that you want to do. You want to go like this. You never want to go like this. So great drill to do to learn this wrist movement is Michelle's going to come up to the net. She's going to freeze on the net with her paddle, and all she's going to do is come up over her shoulder. Good. Again, you're going to start here, and you're going to just freeze and come up over the shoulder. One more, freeze and come up. This teaches you that, watch, look, that teaches you that wave motion. So if this motion's confusing for you, you're going to go up to the net, and again, you're going to freeze and come up. You're going to freeze and come up. Once you get that, what are you going to do? You're going to get a ball. You're going to place it on the net. I'm going to do this right-handed so I don't mess up. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to come up and lift the ball over the net. Again, here we are. And what am I teaching myself right now? I'm teaching myself topspin. I'm teaching myself the movement of going low to high every single time. So here, here, wave. Good, all right? Let's go, here we are, let's go. So we're going to put it all together for you right now. You're gonna go straight at me, and all you're gonna do is here, here, and then you're gonna go up. So what I want you to do is I want you to already start abbreviated, and you're just gonna finish here. Oh! Okay, here we are. Turn. Good. Nice. Good. So now what you're going to do is you're going to start here now, once we get that, and you're going to do your wave. Oh, that was too high. Good. One more. Good. So why'd you miss a couple of those balls?
Because they were too low or too high.
They were too low, right? You missed some of them because they were too low. So now we're going to teach you how to hit more low balls. So first, we got your swing path. We got your technique. We finally had you agree with that you're not supposed to use your elbow and your shoulder or whatever's going on with that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to teach you how to get lower. So once we work on our technique, now we're going to work on our body. So once we get our swing path, now what we're going to do is if the ball's a little bit lower, you still have to get below the ball. So this is how you can be able to hit more offensive forehand rolls, even if the balls are lower, and this is what the pros do.
And below the net.
Instead of hitting a ball here where Michelle was coming on top of the ball and it was going on net, now she's going to get low, just like she did, and she's going to get below the ball to come up. So I want you to think with your body, you are literally pushing in the ground for your forehand roll and up the ground. So you're going to go in the ground with your body and off the ground.
Now
load
when you're
and explode.
Exploding though, you don't want to pop and pull your whole body up. Remember what we taught us?
Yes.
You
so
want to move.
Here's a big thing. When you explode, notice this is not exploding. This is where many players will go wrong
like you.
For the rolls. Yes, like me. So they'll go down here and they'll come up with their body because they're a tennis
like
player.
In tennis.
And they have such an ego in tennis. Instead, you're going to keep your body low and you're going to go here. Keep your body low and explode. So I'm exploding off my bottom half, but I'm keeping my top half down. I want you to think that you have a glass of water on your head. When you're doing this, you want to keep the glass of water on your head at all times. If I go like this, the glass of water is going to spill. Another thing that we can do, go low and then go high. Do it the wrong way, like I do, not too hard because you'll hit your head. You're going to hit your head. Pretend that there's a ceiling right above your head. Now go low, push up. She stays under the ceiling at all times. So you want to keep your body down and forward, but you want to just be moving with your legs. You don't want to be like this. You want to be.
And a little bit forward too.
Yeah, because you want to hit through and forward,
and
okay?
the more you can generate power from your legs, the stronger your shots
All of the power, everyone, comes from the ground up. So you literally want to think that you are pushing in the ground and then off the ground. In the ground, off the ground, in the ground, and off the ground. So here we are. We're going to do some. And all you're going to do is you're going to push in the ground, off the ground. In the ground, off the ground. In the ground, off the ground. Good. Here we are. In the ground. Good. In the ground. Come on, get lower.
That's like, can you feed them low so I can get low?
Two more. Good. One more. Play it out. Ah, okay, good. Awesome. Here's another thing too. You know what happened? You were getting frustrated with my feeds and you were holding the paddle a little bit tight.
And
if you hold that paddle tight, it's not going to be right. Yes, okay? And this is okay. Once again, we're learning right now. We're not executing, we're learning the forehand roll. So if you're like Michelle right now and you grip the paddle super tight, you just got to chill a little bit and hold the paddle loose.
And when you hold the paddle loose, we could also drop it like you mentioned to get below low balls. You have to drop the paddle to get the top spin.
Yes, and that's how you
Could
get
do it
below
again?
the ball. So here's the thing. The faster the ball comes at you, the tighter you want to grip the paddle. The faster, the slower the ball comes at you, the looser you want to grip the paddle. You want to grip the paddle loose when these shots are going to be hit. You're not necessarily, unless you're a super advanced player, going to hit a forehand roll or backhand roll off of a ball that's coming super fast. That's going to be a block. You're going to hit a roll when the ball comes to you and it has a little bit of time so you can really get under and accelerate.
So now what are our drills for this?
So you're going to just hold the paddle loose.
Okay.
If you're going to do it, there's 2 drills that you can do to hold your paddle loose. Number 1, if you ever grip the paddle super tight with a death grip, you're going to hold the paddle with your pinky finger and your thumb. Now, to do a roll with your pinky finger and your thumb, that's probably not going to work, but that's going to teach you the looseness. The second drill that you're going to do, and this is the one that I think that's pretty good for the rolls, is you're going to squeeze your dominant wrist with your non-dominant hand. So Michelle's going to squeeze her wrist with her non-dominant hand, right? She's going to be focusing on this, so this is super loose. So you're going to go out, you're going to hit the rolls now, and you're going to squeeze that wrist, and let's go. This is going to make you hold the paddle loose. Here we are, so you're going to go out, squeeze. Wow, look at that topspin. Can you tilt the paddle down like we worked on? I know it's like weird. Here we are. Good. All right, so now once you got that, you could do some alternating. So she's going to keep one and on and off. Here we are, one on. Good, one off. Now take it off, same feel. Good. Here we are, one on. Good. And one off. Good, awesome. How's that feeling?
So much looser, actually.
Good. So now she's holding the paddle looser. She's getting into her legs. She's using the proper swing path. She's not using her elbow on her arm or whatever she thought about before. And now what are we going to do? We're going to start getting her contact out in front more. Michelle, you're eating some of the balls, and that's why you feel like you struggle with your rolls. You need to make sure that you make your contact out in front and as early as possible. Think, when you make the ball early, number 1, you're away from your body, so you can be going forward and more aggressive. The second thing, the earlier you get the ball, the higher at the point that you can make contact. If you go over here real quick. If she can extend out, this ball is coming gravity, look, she can make contact here. If she lets it get closer to her, now she's making the ball even lower and making it super difficult, okay? So again, you're gonna be here, you're gonna go out in front, you're gonna hold the paddle loose. Also holding the paddle loose is gonna be able to drop the paddle for you a little bit and get under ball, and then you're gonna finish forward. So right now, I want you to take every single ball as early as possible, okay? Even if you miss, it doesn't matter. You're going to be taking every single ball as early as possible. Let's go. Early. That was a horrible feed by yours truly. Good. Here we are. Early, early. Here we are. I'm going to make them lower now. Good. Loose. Exhale when you hit. Good. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. And that's how you can actually get better by holding the paddle loose too, is you can exhale when you actually hit. Believe it or not, many players, they hold their breath, and that's why they're holding their paddle super tight. Good. One more. Early. Can you take it any earlier? Wow. One more. One more. Let's play it out right to me. Let's see who wins. Early, come on, roll it. Let's go. Good, come on, roll it. Go, go, come on. Breathe. Ah, backhand roll. We're doing that next. Okay, good. So tell me, how's it feeling? No lie, honest.
It doesn't feel stable and good for me yet because I'm not, just still need a lot more practice on that.
So we gotta do repetition. Repetition.
Yeah, it's definitely better than before, but it's just not natural for me at all.
Okay, my ego's down. I thought she was gonna say it's the best ever. I legit thought that you were gonna be like, oh my God, so much better. Not even for the video, but just in general. Because you hold the paddle too tight. Do you think it looks better? Yeah, it looks better. You hold the paddle too tight though, and you get the ball too close to your body. For you personally, you gotta make contact out in front and hold the paddle loose.
For everything.
Every single time.
Pickleball, paddle out in front, hold the.
Yeah, and get into your legs more.
Yeah.
Okay, now, do we have to do the backhand?
Yes.
I'm so tired.
I like the backhand so much better. It's just weird.
Okay, so now we did the forehand roll. Now we're going to do the backhand roll. But before we do the backhand roll, we're going to check if we're still recording, and we're going to do a little break.
Wait, now we're going to show you how we can use the forehand roll in a drilling situation.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed you a couple forehand rolls. We're going to do 3 forehand rolls, and then the 4th one, we're going to play it out. So forehand roll, forehand roll, forehand roll, and then play it out. The whole goal with this drill though, Michelle, is every single time I want you to work on a forehand roll. You can block the volley back. If it's high, you can smash down, but I want you to take everything as a roll regardless of height, okay?
Okay.
And again, I want you to really think, regardless of height, you're going to drop your paddle, you're going to get below the ball, and you're going to come up. So regardless of any single height, you're going to take it as a roll.
And I'm going to really work on not just arming everything.
you told me not to turn my wrist, and then you go, okay, well, don't use my wrist, use my arm. No, you have to use your wrist. You just have to use the wrist in the proper way. And remember, the proper way is to make sure that you turn the paddle and then go up like a sideways wave. It's all in the wrist. That's how you get the power, okay? So again, I'm gonna feed. I'm gonna try to get it around the midpoint of her, not super high. And we're going to just go 1. Ooh, that was a hard one. Good. 2. Here we are. 3. I could hit him. Good. 4. Play it out. Good. Nice. Here we are. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2. Do a backhand. 3. That wasn't a roll. Good. Here we are. Play it out. Good. Get into your legs. Good. Good. Oh, come on. Good. All right.
That was topspin.
So if it's low, what do you have to do?
Get low.
Good. So that's the first drill that we can do. The second drill that we can do is I'm going to make every single feed intentionally low so she can get low. So we're going to do sets of 3 balls, and you're going to just get super low. In the ground, off the ground. Good. Good. So what do you have to do when the ball's super low? You have to swing up. You have to exaggerate swinging up. You have to start with your body getting down, but you need to come up. The first shot that you did, your body was down, but you were here. Instead of being here and going, okay, that's in the net, I'm not going to hit you. I'm going to go up here. You're going to finish higher. The lower that you get down, the higher you need to finish, because the more you have to lift the ball up in the air if you're indeed going to take the ball as a roll. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go. Here we are. Get low. Up. Yeah, good. You finished up. Come on. Can you squat down more? Legs. Good. Here we are. Come on, lift. Under. Good. One more. Hold the paddle loose, not tight. Good. One more. Let's try to get it super low. Ah, that wasn't super low. Cheating. One more. I want you to go like this. Come on. Trust it. If you miss, who cares? We're training. Nice. One more. Super low. Good. Nice. And that's how you can have that confidence. As long as you get down, you finish up. That's going to lift the ball over the net. Any questions, comments, or concerns with that?
Any other drills?
So that's just the main drill. Again, you can manipulate the feed, and the other drills, you're going to play out the points. You could do 4, work on, and then 1, or you could just play out the point, and every single point you have to take as a roll.
Okay.
Now, let's get into the backhand. So with the backhand roll, it's going to be just like your forehand roll, except it's going to be on your non-dominant side. And most players are not ambidextrous, so it's going to be more like you're not used to it. You're not as flexible, you're not as dominant. That's why they call it your non-dominant side. So when we start with the backhand roll, all you're going to do, we're going to do our one-hand and our two-handed backhand roll. For the one-hand backhand roll, you're going to start in front, you're going to take the paddle back. Again, you're not going to take the paddle super back, you're going to take the paddle back here. Now, if you understand the forehand roll, you're going to understand the backhand roll concept, again, except it's on your non-dominant side. So here, same mechanics go, and you're going to take the paddle back, not behind. You want to tilt your paddle downward, because if your paddle's up and you do your wave, where is it going to go?
Up.
Up, okay? So we're going to start with the paddle here. You're going to take the paddle back here, and you're going to tilt it down a little bit. Now, instead of doing a frontward wave, now you're going to do a backward wave. So instead, again, I do my wave, instead of going this way with my palm, I'm going this way with my knuckles. So the best way to learn this is everyone get rid of their paddles, put your hands straight up, like you're taking like an oath or something like that. Now you're going to turn it around. Here we are. You're going to put it to the side, and now you're going to go here, 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 here. Now, a great thing when you finish, I want you to notice your thumb is up and your fingers are facing forward. You don't want to go here. You don't want to turn here. No. Thumb is up and fingers are facing forward at all times. That's going to ensure that your paddle's in the proper position, that you go low to high. Now, when you're doing this, you can't really do the self-feed drill if you're doing two hands, but if you're doing one hand, you can toss it up and tilt the paddle down. Now, for two hands, all you're going to do is you're going to start out front. What's the first step? You're going to take the paddle here. Now, when you turn, you're going to tilt the paddle down, second step, and now you're going to finish up. Now, when you are doing this backhand roll, I want you to think, if you're a right-handed player, the left hand is doing the talking, the right hand is doing the walking. If you're a left-handed player, the right hand is talking, the left hand is doing the walking. All that your roll is a non-dominant forehand roll. This top hand is the driver, the bottom hand is just along for the ride. So when I do this backhand roll, all the movement, all of the momentum is coming from that top hand. Now, I don't like necessarily do the wave for this one because there's two hands, but again, you're going to just use that top hand.
And a big mistake I personally made for the longest time, I still make it sometimes, is I was coming across my body instead of going up. When you go up, you get top speed and acceleration compared to coming across your body where it could go into the net.
Yes, and again, besides the waves, if you want to learn swing path, we're going to learn swing path right now. You're going to do your backhand, come over here. You're going to just freeze here, and then you're going to go up. Good. Freeze here, and now go up. And notice, once you're done, you want to make sure your thumb is pointing up. Point the thumb up once you're done. Yes, all right, let's see two-handed backhand. Let's go, here we are. So go up, and now what are you going to do? The big thing about the two-handed backhand, Michelle, is you want to use your top hand to do it. You're going to do it, top hand. You're going to use your top hand so much when you do this backhand roll that if you take your non-dominant hand off once you're done, it's going to do the exact same thing. So once you get that done, now I'm going to toss the ball up in the air. Nice feed, and you're going to work on this shot. You ready?
Yes.
Let's go, here we are. Let's get some energy in here. Come on, we're learning these rolls, giving you a free lesson. Let's go. Here we are, ready? Let's do two-hand first, okay? Here we are, you're gonna turn. Good. And what hand are you using? Left hand. Here we are, two more. One more. Good. All right, so now what are we gonna do? We're gonna do your one hand. So, dun, dun, dun. You're gonna take the paddle back, and you're going to finish up. So look, you did this. We're not slapping at
Tyler.
it. You are listening to your instructor, and you're putting your paddle here, and then you're finishing here. That's why I said the thumb tip is so essential. Right there, yeah, make sure your thumb, okay, not literally, but when you're doing it, right, you want your thumb facing forward. The last one that you just did, if you like took your paddle out, your thumb's like pointing back there. Come on, point the thumb forward to me. Here we are, let's go. You know, when you're like on the PPA tour or MLP, this will be all your training videos of like your come up. The countless amount of hours of lessons that we've worked on to teach you these shots. Move over here a little bit. Good. Here we are, ready? Good. So I want you to start here, and now finish here. That's it. Got that?
Here or here?
Here.
Here?
Let's go. Here we are. Here, here. Here. Hey! Wow, how good was that shot?
I don't know.
How little did you do? Why? Because your paddle ended in the proper
You're such a great coach,
position.
Tyler. Thank you for
Babe,
your
I need
services.
energy right now. Like, I know you're dead because we're filming so much, but like, come on, I need some energy to feed off of. Let's go. When I used to teach tennis, I would get these people that I'd teach, and they're like, okay, what do you want me to do? And it's so not fun. I'm like, come on, get into it. Let's go. Come on, the YouTube followers, subscribers are watching. Let's go. Come on. Energy. Let's paddle down. 5 jumping jacks. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's go. Here we are. Let's go. Turn and then go up. Yeah, that's it. Done. Okay. Here we are. Up and forward. Early. Whoa. One more.
What?
Okay, so you were like sword fighting there. You got to go here. Up. Low to high. Low to high. Yeah, here we are. This is a hard shot. Good. Perfect. Look at that. You look like Ben Johns. Amazing. Congratulations. You learned a backhand roll. So that's the thing, guys. It's super, would you say the one hand is more difficult than the two hand?
I love the two hand. I am not. But sometimes that one hand, it can make you reach further. I use it up the line sometimes.
So
right side.
the two hand is more restricted, right?
But you have more
less
control.
You do have more control, but
you
you're more restricted in your movements. Super hard to. The one hand, you have more flexibility, but you can not do the proper form sometimes. With the one hand, you can get away, or it's easier to do the wrong thing, rather than the two hands. It's really easy to guide because you can't just fling it all the time.
Right.
So you got to make sure that you use that one hand with caution. Now, after we do this, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go through the same drill sequence, and we're going to work on just 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth one, we play it out. I forgot, we have to feed you low balls. So we're going to do low balls with the backhand and low balls with the forehand right now. and we're going to do low balls with a backhand. We're really going to work on, once we understand our top half, now we're going to get in our low half, and again, just get low and up, low and up. Do you want me to do these rolls? You could feed the balls to me?
Sure.
All right, let's go, Coach. Switch it up a little bit. Coach Michelle. Here we are. So I'm going to, again, drop my body, and here's another big thing that I want you guys to understand, forehand and backhand as well. When you drop your body, you want to drop your paddle. Once again, when you drop your body, you want to drop your paddle. The moment I drop my legs, I want to drop my paddle down a tiny bit. Same thing for the forehand. When I drop my legs, I want to drop my paddle down. A great tip to ensure that you're dropping the paddle is not only holding the paddle loose, like we went over before, but also pretend that there is a weight at the tip of your paddle. Every single time that I release, what happens? The tip of the paddle is always going to go down because it's weighted. So again, we're going to do backhand a little bit low, drop my body and paddle. Here we are. Go drop my body and paddle. Here we are. I won't hit you. Drop, under. Notice how low I'm getting. A big thing with getting low like this, everyone, is many players will go wrong because they'll bend at their waist. I'm not bending at my waist. I am dropping it low with my body, just like I did in class yesterday. What did we do? We did these like kettlebell pull. Oh, I'm like so sore. I can't even do it. I forget, honestly, but it's like a squat. It's not a hinge, okay? A lot of players, they go like this. Watch, feed it. They go like this. Ah, I can't do it. No, watch, right? If it's low, I gotta get low. Get low, get low. Here, catch it. Good. All right, now once we do that, I'm gonna do my one hand, same exact thing. So here we are, under. And I'm finishing up. One more. Cool, all right. So that is the drill to do. Now, a big thing that I started noticing with me when I wasn't teaching it and I was hitting it, I was the student and not the teacher, is that I was opening my paddle up a little bit by the time I get low. If the ball is lower, you don't necessarily have to be in that tilted grip.
Well, you have to be open to get it over the net.
Yeah, so big disclaimer. I said every single time you want to have your paddle tilted down. You do
waist, shoulder height.
want to have your paddle tilted down when the ball's high or above the net. But anytime the ball's a little bit below the net, a great tip is that you're going to open your paddle up a little bit. I want you to think, can I see that ball real quick? When the ball's high, you want to hit down. But when the ball's low, you need to hit up. So if my paddle's tilted down, this keeps the ball in. If my paddle's like this, open, and I hit and I do my roll, the ball's going long. But down here, if I tilt my paddle down and I swing, what's going to happen? So I can open my paddle up. So I want you to think, you're going to feed me a couple more low balls, and all I'm going to do is open my paddle a tiny bit. I'm going to do my forehand side so you can see it. Again, I'm going to get low, and I'm going to open it low, open. So I can open get low, open. One more. So I'm still brushing up the back of the ball, but my paddle's angled now. Now that last one, that was a little bit too high, and what happened? Went long if you didn't touch it, okay?
Yeah.
So now, after we're done that, we're going to do our forehand and our backhand, and we're going to just put it all together. So here, forehand, and now here we are, backhand, same thing. So both sides again, unless it's super low, I'm here, I'm taking paddle back, forehand, backhand side, I'm dropping my body, I'm dropping my paddle, and then I'm finishing up. So forehand, drop, body and paddle, and now here we are, we'll do backhand, under. We'll do a one-hand backhand, drop, under. All right, then you're going to just play out points. Your partner's going to be back at the kitchen, or back at the baseline, I'm sorry. Been a long video. And I'm going to just work on my forehand and backhand rolls. Now, since we are working on rolls, we're going to make sure that every single ball I hit, regardless high, regardless low, it is going to be a roll every single time. So here we are, let's go back. Michelle's going to be back just trying to hit me okay balls, and I'm going to be up here trying to roll every single shot. Again, dropping my body, sideways wave, trying to incorporate some two hands as well. For me personally, I'm way better at doing two hands in a match. Here we are, dropping, and notice how low I'm getting with my body. Whew. Finishing up, trying to finish with my paddle forward. A lot of players go wrong because they'll finish and they'll finish across their body. You might not have time if they get close. Oh, I did it wrong. I should take that one. And if it bounces, I'll still do my roll form.
Here.
A couple more. Ah. Oh. Oh. All right, champion.
Let's go.
All right, everyone. So if you can utilize this technique, if you can try to do the wave, try to get the feel down, if you cannot turn your paddle, if you can keep your paddle in front, not take a big backswing, if you can start getting into your legs once you get your technique, and if you can drill on this, you're going to eventually get it. It's going to take time. If you're not natural to tennis or pickleball or any prior racket sports, this is going to be a difficult shot to work. But what do we have to do?
But when you get it together and you hit that shot in the game, there's nothing better. For me, it's my two-handed backhand roll. I'm obsessed with that shot lately.
Yeah.
And it's so good when you get it and it's a winner.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And I love it.
It's a very aggressive shot too. And that drill there at the end, I should have been working really like cognitively on my drops, because every time I hit a drop, he could hit a roll back. And that's a drill I'd work on for roll volleys.
And there's nothing better than winning a point off a roll.
Yeah.
Like you just feel so like bad ASS. I don't know if you can curse on YouTube or they'll like demonetize your video.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, well I didn't say it, so that's good. But yeah, guys, amazing stuff. Let us know. We did a super long video today. I wanted to crop out. I wanted to do forehand and then backhand, or backhand then forehand. Michelle wanted to do the whole video. I'm just programmed. I did this every single day from like 6 to 9 p.m. I would be teaching lessons every single day. And I just have to use, hey, how's it going? It's been seven hours, haven't ate, haven't done it. Nice to meet you, sir. How's it going? Let's go play pickleball. Let's go play tennis. This is how you got to do it. Aww. So I'm like programmed.
I'm a little bit.
You didn't have to do that.
No,
you would just be, yeah. So
relaxing at the pool, and now you have me working all the time.
Yeah, well, it's good. I think people like seeing you. I like being with you. This is so much fun because doing these YouTube videos allows me to have my passion for coaching, me to feel like I was coaching before, and then you to be right with me, and it's amazing.
Aww.
And I love playing pickleball with you. Hopefully our roles will attribute to our next doubles competition. I mean, that would be really nice too, to see the fruits of our labor come back in medals, and a good reliable doubles partner that doesn't miss high balls right into the net because she goes like this instead of rolls. I mean, it would be good as well. And yeah, so if you guys want any awesome Selkirk paddles, make sure you click the link in our description. Use our promo code ADV-Universal. You don't get a discount on the paddle, but it's so awesome. Get a paddle. Hey, you can get a hat. You can get some balls. You could get some swag.
You get a gift card depending on how much you spend.
Get a gift card, whatever you want. It's amazing. Make sure to click the link in our description if you guys want any type of pickleball program near you. You want our instructors. You want our programs. You want corporate events, fundraisers, anything pickleball. Universal Rackets will come out to you. Fill out that form. We'll get back to you. And make sure to subscribe and let us know again if you guys like this long form video. Have a good one. Happy hitting. Work on this roll. Subscribe, share with a friend, and I'll see you guys next time on court.